Hi, Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. Today we're checking out the seat covers in the 2013 Ford F-150. It's an awesome looking set of seat covers with Kryptek Raid canvas fabric for the insert as well as the trim. Full camo, just an awesome looking set. Lots of blacks, grays, and little white tones inside here, matched up and just transformed the interior of this vehicle. Let's check it out. So let's check out these fabrics inside here. This is the durable, waterproof canvas fabric, Kryptek Raid. So it just feels like a good, durable canvas. Now it's not too scratchy. It's actually a pretty nice feel, but it's gonna be waterproof and repel the water there as you get in and out from the hunting trips and with the dog and everything like that. Now this particular camo color though is Kryptek Raid. Has a lot of black, gray, and white tones in it. In some lighting, you may see a little bit of a brownish in this particular print, but typically it's meant to be more blacks, grays, and whites inside here. So the insert as well as the trim are made out of that Kryptek Raid. You could do another color, like a black insert would be another popular choice with this, but this looked great doing all Kryptek Raid because of all the black and gray tones that are already inside this interior, on the dash, on the steering wheel. So Kryptek Raid's looking really, really good inside here. Checking out the headrest cover, just a nice tight fitting headrest. I'll pop that up a little bit so you can see how nice and flush that trims out right here. I have a full install video teaching you how to get all these seat covers on exactly how I did. So watch that install video along with lots of other install videos. But you can see how nice and tight that headrest cover fits on there. So with safety first, these seat covers are side airbag compatible. If your airbag ever needs to deploy outside of this seat right here, it would blow through the seat cover, and make sure you install the seat covers there with this side airbag tag on the outside on this particular set. You'll notice that. So they are side airbag compatible. So super common question is, are these waterproof? And the answer is yes. Check that out. See how waterproof that is. Just the water beads right off it. It's actually a triple layer waterproof system with a waterproof top coat, the durable canvas underside, and then underneath that is a polyurethane waterproof coating. So it's triple layer waterproof and just meant to protect the vehicle from all the water and moisture that you might get on the exterior here. So let's check out this 20 section. The 20 section is a middle seat section that lifts up in a really common seating section in a lot of trucks. So you can see there is a section right here, and then there's cup holders, and then there's a lid right here that comes up. So you're still gonna be able to have your lid covered right here. So in that Kryptek Raid, that's looking nice. Now you still have access to your console here. There are some elastic straps going across to keep the seat cover on. You get full coverage up on the front side right here. You're gonna lift that up. Your headrest is covered on this 20 section as well right here. And this 20 section backrest has its own cover. Again, watch my install video so you can see how to get all this on nice and tight like this. And then the bottom, there's a 20 section bottom. This is for bottom storage underneath here. So if you have gear that you're storing underneath this, which is really nice to have bottom storage, well, this needs a separate cover. And that's why it's so important to go with a custom fit seat cover for your seats, because a universal fit seat cover, no way would be able to fold and function like this right here. So you can see full coverage on the sides, underneath as well. You get some coverage there, and on that top where you need it most, where you have the dog sitting here or your girl sitting here on the side right here. And so you just get that full coverage here, waterproof, durable, tight fit around the seats. Here's this small headrest. So this is the 20 section headrest. Okay, so it's a really small headrest, and you have to push in these little buttons on the side here if you want to get this to pop up. So we're going to pop that up. So just so you can see how nice and tight that fits around there, fits around nice and flush around these headrest post sections right here. So you can see how that all works, and just a great fitting cover, locks back in like that. Now this seatbelt as well is an integrated seatbelt into this 20 section. I'll show you a view of that, how that works. So that is an integrated seatbelt, meaning the seatbelt is integrated into the seat portion right here. You can see there is a zipper and a cutout made specifically for that, so that way your seatbelt can pull out right there. So look how nice this trims out right here. This will be the same on the passenger and driver side. This fabric tucks in right here during the install, and just a nice flush look as it tucks in to that section right there. My install video teaches you how to put all that on, but again, it's just a great look when you have a seat cover that tucks in right there. It looks almost like the original upholstery. So here's a close-up on the seat bottom. We're actually over on the passenger seat bottom right now. You can see there's an insert panel right here and side panels as well. So if you ever decided to say, hey, you know what, I want a set of seat covers with a black insert with Kryptek Raid, totally do that, and the black insert would go down this middle section right there. I personally like the full camo the best. I think it looks really cool. So full camo set here, just a nice tight fit here. You get the most wear and tear on these driver and passenger bottoms. And if you ever need to, a couple years down the road, if you ever need to buy just an individual bottom piece, you can always do that. That's the nice thing, is you don't have to buy the whole kit again. You can buy just an individual piece. These are individual covers, fit on nice and tight for your vehicle, and just looking great inside here. So now we're on the back side of the driver's seat. Both driver and passenger seats are gonna have large mat pockets for your additional gear, safety gear, first aid gear. First aid kit fits in nicely like that. We always recommend carrying a first aid kit in your vehicle. Now you may put jackets, binoculars, other items like that inside these pockets, but they're nice deep pockets there. They're meant to mimic the OEM pockets that you had originally, and the seat covers on top of that covering it. So this mimics that OEM pocket now. This particular seat cover, this is the seat bottom cover, and that wraps around right here. It's just nice having that extra coverage for when the dirty boots are back here, or your kids' feet get in back here, and just keeps that a lot easier to wipe down compared to the carpet. You can see the far edge of the carpet over here. That's a lot harder to clean off compared to this material that's waterproof, easy to clean, just easy to wipe up. So it's nice having that extra coverage down around the back side right there. All right, so now we're checking out the rear seats. Again, this is the crew cab, and it's a 60/40 rear seat back here. So that means that it's a 60/40 split bench. So there's a 40 section over here on the side, the smaller seat, that folds independently of the larger 60 side. So it's so important to have a custom seat cover for these seats to get it to fold and function properly. And again, this is just a nice tight fitting seat cover back here for these rear seats, matched up with the front, looking great. Love how this Kryptek Raid turns out back here. All of the child seat attachment bars will be accessible, as well as the seat belts and seat belt receivers here. So you're gonna be able to fold and function these seats just how they should. I'm flipping up this bottom seat here so you can see there is coverage on the bottom side here. So if you have the dog back here, or the muddy boots that you're throwing in the back, or the tools, no problem. It's gonna be easy to wipe down. And again, everything is gonna fold and function how it should. Just a nice tight fitting seat cover back here. All of the headrests are in this matching Kryptek Raid. You can see there's two outside large headrests and a small middle headrest. I have an install video to teach you how to install all of this. And it's just gonna be a nice set when you match up the front seats and the rear seats with headrest covers, and every piece has its own individual cover. Looks so nice, really transforms the interior of this vehicle. So one little trick that I wanna show you is if you have this particular truck, this back seat technically can fold down. If Ford doesn't make it easy for you to know this, but there's this little clip back here that if you pull this clip up right here, this little piece right here, you pull that up, it unclips off of the back right here, and then you gotta line this bar back up when you're ready to push it in, and there's a little white dot right there. In all of my install videos, anytime I can, I'm explaining this in some more detail for you, but just so you know, that can fold forward. But I wanted to show you some of the install methods that are used. There's these straps and buckles right here that strap on, so it's nice and tight. It's just a great cover to keep everything protected. Installs on great there. And so that's another little trick. So we have a lot of install videos that just clips back in up here in the backrest. A lot of great install videos for you as you're getting ready to install your seat covers, and super helpful staff ready to help you as you are installing your seat covers. We're happy to help. Thanks for watching this video. Again, this has been Neil here with Covers and Camo, your source for custom seat covers. You need to jump over to coversandcamo.com to see more sets like this and get a set for your vehicle ordered today.